welcome back TCS TV viewers. It's Jordan, back from a brief baby daddy sabbatical.
And I'm Dave.
Dave, we haven't had you in a video for a while.
No, it's been about a year, I think, since you let me on camera.
The people are crying for you, so
I don't know about
we'd bring
that.
you back today. Chris is out, I don't know, fly fishing or something like that.
I think he's taking that macrame.
Yeah, some sort of hobby anyways. So the other day I kind of came up with a bit of a test I thought might be fun. So typically when someone grabs a crop body camera, and I got a Nikon D7100 with me today, I always suggest get a good crop sensor, ultra wide angle, and then for the rest of your lenses, it's a good idea to get full frame glass.
No,
because
it's a good idea.
yeah, you know, if you ever step up, all your glass is going to be compatible. You're not going to have to rebuy things.
For sure.
But then last year, Sigma came out with the 18 to 35 F1.8.
Which is a bit of a game changer.
It's probably one of the best zoom lenses we've ever seen, and it's crop only. So I thought it would be kind of fun. Nikon just brought out a line of F1.8 lenses. So I took their 35mm F1.8, 28, and the new 20mm 1.8. And I'm curious, if you follow my advice before and grab those lenses, are you going to get sharper results than if you take probably one of the best zoom lenses ever made?
Well, let's go watch you change a bunch of lenses today.
Yeah, let's go try and find color somewhere here. I think we'll be shooting in black and white. Let's do this. So I think I've got one real advantage here, Dave, in that these are all full frame lenses. So I'm just using the sweet spot, kind of the central area of all these lenses. So you really think that Sigma 1835 is sharp edge to edge?
This is one of the latest ones from Sigma's Art series of lenses. They're knocking it out of the park with the quality. So I'm interested to see how this is going to stack up. All right, Jordan. I'm really confident with autofocus on this lens. Let's do a little autofocus test.
Sure, so we've done this test before. It's far from like scientifically accurate. But I'm going to set my phone to do a 5-second timer. As soon as it hits 5 seconds, we're going to pull the lens from infinity to focus on the phone. See which one can hit faster. You're just going to move through your focal lengths, and I'm going to change lenses. We'll test them on all three focal lengths.
How much time do we have?
Let's do this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5:58. Don't forget, don't screw this up. Thousands of people are going to watch these tests. We've got to make sure that they're completely accurate.
5:54.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, crazy. 5:54. That's incredible. Well, after like extensive, completely unscientific testing, I guess we kind of have a conclusion.
Yeah, the colder it got, the less we wanted to do the scientific testing. And I'm pretty sure we can call this one a draw. And both lenses focus very fast.
It's always within 1/10 of a second, so it's a basically imperceptible difference. These are both crazy fast focusing lenses.
They're great lenses to work with.
Yeah. So Levi's just proposed some madness, and we're going to move away from shooting on the FS7. We're just going to go take some pictures, really test these lenses out, and he's going to film that on a GoPro with a new sync stabilizer gimbal. So we'll see how it looks. It's probably going to be a different aesthetic. I got to tell you, Dave, I am loving having just this small light lens on here.
You know what I'm loving?
What are you loving?
I don't have to change lenses. I can shoot narrow, I can shoot wide.
Well, my Nikon bag is fashionable. Dave, I found color.
Whoa.
Look. This is amazing.
I'm going to shoot it in 2 different angles really quick. See how many frames I can take before you actually change the lenses. There's some 18 of you. There's some 35 of you. Lovely bag.
Oh man, I've got beautiful light small 20 now. My perspective has changed. You know, I love the look of Nikon's prime lenses, more in terms of like the color and contrast you get off them. I've always found beautiful. So going back to like the old AI lenses.
For sure. No, they certainly have a reputation. Sigma's Art series of lenses are fantastic optically. They have a really punchy look to them, great saturation.
What everybody really wants to know is really how sharp these are, because that's the advantage when you're looking at primes or a premium lens like that.
And looking just at the back of the cameras here, they both look crazy sharp.
Yeah, but that's really not the best way to review images. So what we're going to do is head back to the shop, we'll pull up the files, take a look at them, and we'll let you know what we think there.
Sounds good.
All right, Dave, so we're back in the store now. We've escaped the brownish, grayish, outside Calgary.
It's spring in Calgary.
Exactly, kind of depressing. And that gave me a chance to take a look at the files, throw them up on a computer here. And honestly, it's pretty close to what I was expecting just looking at, the little LCD on the cameras.
For sure.
The central sharpness on all of these lenses, even wide open, is really nice.
It's really quite attractive. I think the Sigma was a bit cleaner and a bit crisper throughout the whole range.
It's funny because these are full frame lenses, and we're just using the sweet spot on them on a crop body, but the edge sharpness was actually quite a bit better on the Sigma, especially wide open. I mean, you stop all these lenses down to like even 2.5, they're sharp across the frame.
For sure.
But wide open, the Sigma was the better performer.
It was fantastic. It was a great lens.
The other thing that kind of surprised me, primes are known for their great out of focus rendition. I like the look of the Nikkor 28, the 28. The 35, though, I found had a really busy out of focus look.
It did, yeah. Well, the Sigma was just consistent. The background blur
it's
was
just
fantastic.
beautiful, creamy, nice round highlights
Exactly.
on it. The one thing with the Nikkors is, of course, they are full frame lenses.
True.
So if you step up, you've got something that'll still be compatible,
For sure.
which is always what I've recommended. But honestly, the majority of shooters have crop body cameras. That's mostly what's out there.
Well, a lot of people, enthusiasts that are using crop bodies, have a fantastic lens to choose from.
So let's look at the price of these guys.
Yeah, the Sigma comes in at just under $900 here.
Which is basically, it's pretty close to the price of my 20 mil on its own.
So add up 3 lenses and you come in 23?
It's over, like 20, it's over $2,000 anyways. It's quite a premium, and we're getting better image quality out of this guy. It kind of brings me back to an issue I've really had with Canon and Nikon right now, and their lens lines are consistent. There's not many bad lenses in the line, but I think they're always overcharging for what you're getting on these.
Yeah, I mean, Canon and Nikon, they both make some really good lenses. Canon's recent onslaught of quality version 2 lenses have been really impressive, but at a price.
Yeah, they've basically doubled the price on most of their lenses. And then Sigma, and especially even other companies like Tamron is bringing out a series of really compelling 2.8 stabilized lenses.
Yeah, but you look at what Sigma did with the Art 35 when it first came out, the waves that it made, the new 50s, really impressive that they come up with. And this one here is another one of their Art series, which is a really impressive lens.
Yeah, we're not seeing that kind of lens innovation from Canon and Nikon right now. And if we do, it's at a crazy high price point. And they're not doing a ton of innovation on their bodies, and they've always kind of let their lens line be their main selling feature. Now with these great third-party options, Canon and Nikon really need to step up and start delivering something compelling at a more competitive price, I think.
Yeah, I hope so, because Sigma's got them on the run, I think.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I was surprised by the results. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. Check us out on Twitter and on Instagram, and we'll see you guys next week.
Take care.
Hey guys, it's Levi, the interim TCS TV shooter, filling in for Jordan, and I don't know how much longer I'll be able to claim that title after I made the bold decision of pairing GoPro with FS7 footage. Not since The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug have we seen such a probably unqualified choice made. But we made that decision to take a quick look at the sync action stabilizer designed specifically for the GoPro. And we just wanted to basically see what kind of footage we're going to get out of this. We've been shooting with the Ronin a lot on these bigger cameras, so this was an interesting opportunity, and here are some of my thoughts basically taken away from the review. So the first thing that stands out about this is the screen on the back, and that's going to allow you to see what you're recording on the GoPro Black Edition. And that's obviously a huge upside. Aside from that, the calibration time is almost non-existent. You can get this thing up and running, calibrated properly within seconds. It also has a nice handle on the front here to control your tilt. So good controls all around. Now it's only a 2-axis stabilizer, so it's going to control your roll and your tilt, as you can see here. So that's pretty well controlled, but it's not going to control your pan. And that's where you really have to rule out fast-moving shots. If you're planning on doing some running, some dramatic movement, it's not very well controlled, as you can see here in some of the test footage that we ran. So that was disappointing. And my other major gripe with it is that there should really be a way to temporarily disable or suspend the gimbal in some way. It's quite sensitive, and if you have it calibrated and you go to control the GoPro either by starting or stopping recording or powering it off and on, that's when you run into some issues. So right there, obviously, you get a lot of vibration. You can knock it out of whack altogether. So I found that I was having to power up the GoPro, start recording, then do my calibration. And you can see it's still trying to find its way back. That's not ideal. It'd be really nice if you could just quickly disable it, start recording, stop recording, that type of thing, and then get right into your shot. Overall, it's an interesting product. I wasn't thrilled with it. I had pretty high expectations, but it can still be used in a really effective way.